the whole question about what we are and what we do is an interesting question. My definition of ethics is the practice of right behavior. So really, as we talk about virtue, as we talk about morality, in the end, it is a conversation, or it is a theory, until it is implemented and applied. So morality and virtue translates into value as it is applied in what we do and how we do it. And yes, that does come from who we are. And also, in my judgment, in my belief, it comes from who we believe in. Because there's a lot about me that I don't like. There's only one thing, there's only one person that I view that is perfect. And that's God, and translated through His Son, Jesus Christ. And it's interesting, when God wanted to communicate with me, He sent His Son as an example. Didn't talk about it. Didn't just talk about it. But translated it into a living example that in a sense I could touch and feel and see the reality of the God I believe in. The reality of the love of the God I believe in. Because it was practically implemented. And that's true about morality. It's true about virtue. It becomes alive as it's practiced. So the doing and the being should not be separated. It is part of the reality of both. There is a lot about what we've been taught about our faith that separates the sacred from the secular. and business is normally categorized in the secular. But the reality is that we need to live our faith and practice it in a real, live world. My faith becomes real when I have to face what is a fair wage. Why should one person be paid more than someone else? And can you pay a person too much? We have some very bad examples of that in American business right now, where people, after they're terminated, are walking away with $200 million. How does that happen? Because I think it happens because people haven't thought about the exercise of what is right, what is an appropriate virtue of a fair wage for, yes, even the top person in the firm. So working through fair wages and compensation is a real live issue of making your faith a reality.
Yes.
There is a success, certainly here, in our integrating of faith and work. I often refer to the integration of the claims of my faith with the demands of my work, or making alive the truth of God's way and the inclusiveness of His love. But all those come together in the marketplace. All those can come together in the workplace. Is it always done right? Are we always perfect as we do this? No, we've made some mistakes here. But it's interesting, when you have a standard like we have, you typically cannot hide your mistakes. Your mistakes are flushed out into the open for recognition and correction, and then sometimes for asking for forgiveness.